Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be working on this QR code display that I made for myself. So I'm doing my first pop-up ever and I decided to make a QR code just to have it easier to get payments and also have people follow me on Instagram. If you want to know how I did this, please keep watching and let's get started. So the first thing to do is to decide what you want to put on your QR code. I decided to just include my Instagram and two methods of payments, which is going to be Venmo and PayPal. But of course, you could add whatever you want. You can also find a lot of ideas and inspiration in Pinterest. Just look up QR code display, stuff like that, and you can find lots of ideas to pick from. So first I'm going to use my Instagram QR code. So for that, I just go into my Instagram. Here is my phone. And we're going to go right into this corner right here. And you can see right here, QR code. And that's what we're going to click. Once you click on that, you could see this is my QR code. And that's what we're going to be using. And I'm not sure if you could save it from here or just email it to yourself, but I keep getting an error code. But that's okay. I'm just going to screenshot it. So I'll be clicking. I have an Android, so I have just two fingers here and we screenshotted it. Once it's screenshot, just send it to yourself, email it to yourself, text it, however possible. We just need to get that picture into Cricut. If you have Cricut in your phone, that's perfect. Just, upload it from your phone. But I'm going to be messaging it to myself and then getting it into my computer where I use Cricut Design Space. The next thing I get is your Venmo. Again, I'm just going to use my phone and go into my Venmo. So once you're in your Venmo profile, you could just click up here. And once I clicked on it, you could see that is my Venmo. And again, you can email it to yourself, text it to yourself, and just, save it somehow. Or just screenshot it. I feel screenshotting is a lot easier, so I'm just going to do that again. Screenshot, done. And lastly, I'm just going to grab my PayPal QR code, and for that, we're just going to enter our PayPal account. Once you're in your PayPal account, right in this corner right here, I clicked it and it says get paid, and we're just going to click there. If you haven't done it already, it's going to ask you if you want a QR code. Just read everything and click get started. But once you click that, you can see it gives me my QR code right there. And you can add a tip if you want, but we just need this one for now. And here, we're just gonna click here and save it to our phone. So now if I go into my images, we can see here is my PayPal QR code, my Venmo, and my Instagram one. And here, I just used my personal account to message these pictures to my crafting account. And they're coming in now, but now if I log into my computer, they'll be there and I can save them. Here I am in my Instagram account and we can see I have a message from myself. And once I open it, here are all the QR codes that I wanted. So I'm just gonna go click on them and just save them to my computer for now. So I have saved all of my QR codes and now we're just gonna go into Cricut here and create a new project. These are what we're gonna be using for our QR display, and it looks a little foggy, but it has a tape, so once we remove the tape, it'll be clear. I got these on Amazon and I'll link them down below. But these measure 5 by 7, so we're gonna make a box that's 5 by 7. So first we go into shapes. Here is our squares. Once you click that little lock here, you can change the dimensions of just one side. So I'm gonna put 7 on the width and 5 on the height, and enter. So I'm just zooming in a little bit to see a little bit better, but this is what our display is. It's basically what we're going to be using. Now we're gonna go over to upload. And here we're going to upload our QR codes. So when we go to browse, they should be in our files already since we saved them from Instagram. And here is my Venmo QR code. So I'm just going to open. I always use complex and continue. From here, I'm just going to cut out this part that I want to keep. So I'm going into crop and I'm just going to select that area. And now we have our Venmo QR code and we can apply and continue and save it as a print and cut image. And now we have it right here. Same with our other QR codes. So we're just going to add all of them. So now that we have all 3 QR codes, we're just going to add those to our project. And of course, you can make them a lot smaller. Here is where you decide how you want your QR display to look. I'm going to change the color just to make it a little bit easier to see. And first I'm going to add just a square, and this one you can see has the edges a little rounded. I feel like that would look cuter, so I'm just going to use a 2x2. And this is my Venmo, so I'm going to move it to the front and place it right over it. I'm going to change that to white. And once I center it, I can flatten, and now it'll have a border all around. I'm gonna do that to my other QR codes as well. And now we basically have everything that we needed. We have all our QR codes, and we can just decide how we want to design this. So here I just been playing around with the design, and I actually flipped it just because I thought it looked a lot better, you know, tall. So far I just wrote Silly Crafting on top. I put follow me on Instagram, and then here are my payment methods. And you can just finish this off by saying thank you for your support, or anything else you want actually. So this is what I have so far. I added, don't forget to also follow me on YouTube for full tutorials. And of course you can make this your own. You can add whatever you want, any like little hearts, any other images, it's up to you. But I want to add some sort of outline to this. So I'm just going to click on it, go to offset, and you could kind of see where the lines are going to be, and that is way too big. So we can move here and apply when you're ready. And I don't want it to be black, it's going to be pink, so I'm just going to change the color to right here. But make sure that you do not flatten this. It's going to be two separate images. So then this one we're going to cut with vinyl, and this one will be a print and cut, like a sticker, and it'll go right on top of it like that. Same for these. I'm just going to add the offset. Now this you will print out in a sticker paper. You could either use glossy or matte. So I'm just going to go ahead, print that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I didn't film this part, but I just painted one of the sides. The acrylic sheet comes with two plastic pieces, so just peel one off and paint, you know, the back of it whatever color you want. This is just regular acrylic paint, and I had to do 2 coats. So now we're just gonna flip it over to the side where the paint is not on, this way, and then we can just begin putting everything right on top. So I'll begin by just putting the name right on the top here. For these outlines that we made, I'm gonna put them together first with the stickers that we printed. So I'm just taking my sticker and I'm gonna put it right on top. I did print these on matte paper, but you could do glossy if you want, and you can also add like a laminating sheet to protect it better, but since I don't really do outdoor sales much, I'm just gonna do it for the look here. Here I have the writing, and I decided to go with this pink. I'm not sure why, but it's what we're gonna use now. I took out all the little inside parts, like so sorry, it's so hard to see, but reading these little tiny letters is really hard, so I find it easier to just take out the inside of them first and then stick the whole thing on top and then just lift the top. So you'll see what I mean right now. And all the letters are still stuck on here. And now when I place it down, I'm just gonna try to keep this as even as possible. Okay, and you can see here, all that was left behind were the letters. Now I'm just gonna be cutting these up and kind of placing them down to see how everything's going to fit. Basically something like this. So I think I'm just gonna keep going down the line, and right on the bottom here I'm gonna write follow me on Instagram, which is this one right here. And again, for that I'm just going to be putting down the whole thing, just because when you make little letters like this, it's very hard to weed them out. And now you can place this right on top. There we go. And now I can place just my little Instagram sticker. Next, we're going to move on to payment methods, which is this one. And of course, lastly, just our Venmo and PayPal. And here we are. This is the finished look here. The pack of acrylic blanks came with these, and I really love them. They're like little diamond holders. So you just put it down, and this fits right on top of it here. There is also this option, I'll include it in the link below, but these you have to buy separately. But it fits the same way, and it would just hold it like this. And excuse the background, but this is basically what it looks like. I feel like I might go back and just change all the lettering to black because it's very hard to see. But you can see everything is right on there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And please also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work. And thank you so much.